around marketing. So one of the primary things that a lot of companies forget about is that if you are able to keep your database in an efficient way, you're able to market to that database. Now, within our industry, this really hasn't happened a lot. But what I would like to really utilize in particular times that we're in now, in COVID-19, for instance, no one's working. But if you've got a database that you can use for your previous photo shoots in your previous years, and I'm sure there's products that you can use new products. And if you have those new products, you can market to your database. So one of the most valuable things in your business is your database. And if you're not using it, you are missing out. So I just wanted to go through what I'm actually teaching my clients at the moment. So let's go in the Netlife admin system and run through exactly how you're going to do that. And really, a marketing campaign literally takes a couple of minutes to organize, and that will be going out to either your complete database or whoever you specify. Okay, so let's go through this in how easy it is. So first of all, I'm going to set up a voucher code. So I go to price lists in the Netlife admin and go over here to voucher codes. Click on that. And I'm going to click on create new voucher code. And here is my new voucher code here. And here it brings us into editing the voucher code. So in this voucher code, it automatically gives a name for that. But if I want to call it something else, such as Digi 30 off, I can name it that if I want to. And that will be the actual name that the parent will use in the checkout. Okay. So I can also have a from date from when it starts and up until including to an end date. Also for this particular one, I want to only have it valid for a specific product. And that specific product is digital copies. Okay, so I only want to allow 30% off in this case for digital copies. Okay, now to do that in the discount, I am going to put 0.30, meaning it's 30%. And we can see down here in here it is in the discount. If I put point whatever it is, 0.30, it will mean the percentage. Or I can put a fixed amount, which would be $10, which would be 10 here instead. Okay, so that's the difference. A point something means percent, and a fixed value of 10, for example, would be $10 off. All right, so you can decide that. I can also decide upon a number of other things here, available codes and so on and so forth. So Netlife users, you can look at what all of these meanings are here. For this very basic example, that's all I'm going to do, a to and from date. In fact, I'm going to go in there and change the date, 14th, and I want to go to the, actually 14th, what's it going from? Let's go from the 16th, I'll say, up until, and actually 2020, we don't want to go to 21. Let's go to 20 and we'll go to, let's say the 19th. So 3 days, okay? So save that. So my campaign is now done. Just remember that your voucher code is whatever is here. So I've put my voucher code as Digi30 off. All right, so the second step is that you go to your communication templates. So in SMSs, for example, I've already created one here, Digi Discount Voucher, and I've simply put the information that's required. Dear parent, guardian to the subject, the system will automatically put that in. Save 30% off digital downloads of your child's images, 3 days only. And that's why I changed the date, because I only want this for 3 days. Or, you know, it's up to you how you want to market this. And use Digi30 off, which was the code I generated in the checkout. click on the link to the subject. So they will click on the link to the child's name and go into the web shop via that to use the discount. Okay. The next one, so that's the SMS. The next one I've done is an email communication here. Very similar, but more long text. So I've added some text here. Again, for 3 days only, 30% off digital downloads for your child images. Click on the link below, blah, 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 blah. Use the digicode, okay? Pretty straightforward there. Now, in the Netlife system, these magic markers are automated links or automated data that get fulfilled within the email when it goes out. Okay, so that's the second step. So the next step is, the third step and final step is going into communication. Now, what we're going to go down to is manual job communication down here and manually send messages. So manually send messages, click on that, and we're going to create a new reminder. Now, we can either check all job types in status 9, which all jobs that are live, or we can actually select each individual job. For this, I'm actually going to send it out to all of my jobs in status 9. And you can also select a job type, whether it's your school, primary school, or whatever it's going to be, or weddings, or whatever it's going to be, okay? For this one, I'm going to select all job types. Now, the first communication that I want to go out is the email that I did in this case. So it's an email. And I'm going to select the email that I actually just did in the communication templates, which was digital photo downloads discount. So that's the one I just generated in the communication templates. Now, who do I want it to go to? So we have a few different filters here. Do you want it to go to clients without orders, with orders, registered users, etc., etc.? Or all users registered for this job without orders. That would be probably a good thing here. But also, we never know in this case who has ordered a digital files or not. So we can either shoot it off to all subject or without any orders. Up to you. Okay. For this one, I'm going to use this. So I'm going to ignore the absence children. So the subjects that are marked as absent in the system, they won't receive this. Okay. So the content type is marketing, and we can also reset the just now price as well, but we don't want to actually do that because we're already giving 30% off. Or we could also do that if we wanted to, or give the just now price and then add the 30% off as well. Now the date and hour to be sent out. So let's say that it goes out today, that's fine. And email, let's shoot that off at 9 a.m. for example, okay? You can select whatever times you want. I generally say emails in the morning and SMSs in the evening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create that reminder and go, okay. So now it's generated and it's actually sent all those emails out. So the second thing I want to do is to shoot out my SMS that I created. So again, I'm going to go for all jobs, and this time select SMS, and this time select the SMS communication template that I set up before. And I'm still going to do all registered users for this job without orders. Or I could do subjects without orders. So there's a lot of different filters we could do here. Marketing, yes. I'll just set the now price, yes. And the date that I actually want is 3 days from now. So I'll put the 20th. And because it's an SMS, I want that to actually go out in the evening. So I want that to go at 8 o'clock in the evening. And that's it. Create reminder. Done. So those emails that you have written up, they will go at those times. The other thing to remember here, I want you to think about your all year round marketing plan. So think about Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, any of those sort of touch points that you can generate some kind of special marketing campaign. But the message here is you've got a database, so use your database to market to. Okay, I hope you've found this useful and inspiring. So please give it a try, Netlife users, and happy marketing.